So I wanted to do this little segment here because, as many of you may already know, if not, this will be your notification, if you will. On my videos, you've seen a gentleman by the name of Jim Himes, and on YouTube he's known as either DaddyTech or DaddyTechEnt, depending on which channel of his you had subscribed to. And he's a good friend of mine. He's my neighbor. He's the one who actually got me into filming the YouTube videos for the workshop here. And unfortunately, he passed suddenly this past week, and it was a shock to us all, both his family and myself included. He was a good close friend, and apparently there was some underlying health issues that he had, and it was, again, as I said, very sudden and unexpected. So anyway, a few months ago, I received a gift from him, and this is not uncommon for him, as we were all, big into what's the latest new tools and techniques and that sort of thing. And he was always a huge fan of Harbor Freight, and he had been looking for these this like a special edition gold ratchet, and I know he'd been trying to track one down in a store for at least a year. And when I say that, I mean, we live in a rather rural area, and there are 3 Harbor Freights, within reasonable driving distance of us. But they never did have any in stock. Well, he finally found one store that had them in stock, and they had 2 of them, and he bought one for me. And if you've looked at some of the older videos where he had guested on them, we're big, just bunch of sarcastic assholes. I mean, we rag each other endlessly, and it's just part of our friendship, and most of my close friends, and we cut up and bag on each other all the time. So he wanted me to come up with something funny and sarcastic, because a lot of folks bag on Harbor Freight tools and things like that, and I was really banging my head against the wall trying to come up with something funny and witty to do with this. But in the end, it seems like I should probably just do it as a dedication. And I will treasure this, and I'm not going to open it. It's still sealed. And I have one good picture of him. He wasn't much for, vamping in front of the camera, so unless we were doing something, So I do have one good picture of him, and I'm going to make like a little shadow box thing and put this in it alongside his picture. And I'll hang it up on the wall with the rest of the stuff that I've received from my generous subscribers. I've got some Australian flags and a little pep rally flag from Rod O'Brien. He's one of my viewers in Australia. And then Shane Wazurka sent me the actual Australian flag. And it will have a proud place on our wall going forward. So despite his failings, and well, any of ours for that matter, I always thought the world was a better place with him in it, but someone had other ideas. So he would have wanted us to not mourn him. Actually, he was very vocal about that. It said that explicitly. Just carrying on, and remember him for who he was, and that's what I'm going to do.